in use. Thank you very much.
I just want to know, I just want the Muslim Judicial Council to confirm, did you or did you not hand over a certified certificate to Orion Cold Storage to provide halal meats, firstly? And then secondly, who is responsible for inspections to ensure that they are adhering to what is stipulated in the halal rules?
I will give to Sheikh Musa Titus, the Senior Inspector of the Muslim Judicial Council of Halal Service.
Sorry, can I move my mic there first?
Yeah, come, you can come. المطلوب من بقية أعضاء المجلس السكوت من فضلك. طيب، هذا التدخل والتشويش لا يفيد أحد.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Sorry. I have just requested the members of the Muslim Judicial Council that the press conference is directed here from the table, and that we are not entertaining anybody that sees it fit for himself to make a comment from the floor. So we are conducting the press conference from here.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning. First of all, let's explain, because there seem to be misunderstanding as to exactly halal certification of Orion. Orion was given a certificate, a registration certificate. What registration means that if all import and export companies seeking halal approval from the MJC Halal Trust will have to register their respective company with the MJC Halal Trust for the purpose of halal certification of the imported product. Once a company is registered with the MJC Halal Trust, it affords the company the opportunity to make use of the halal services provided by the MJC Halal Trust. Now this certificate you'll see, this is a registration certificate and it's not a normal halal certificate. In the true sense of the word, if you see, this is poultry and meat products on a consignment basis. And for each consignment that is imported, all the documentation will be sent to the MJC Halal Trust for verification, and the consignment will be halal certified. And we will have all those documentation. It will be given to the inspector for the inspection wherever the consignment is, either in the port or in the cold storage. This is basically the gist of the matter.
That leaves you with some form of clarity, and I take the next member.
And we will have all those documentation. It will be given to the inspector for the inspection wherever the consignment is, either in the port or in the cold storage. This is basically the gist of the matter.
That leaves you with some form of clarity, and I take the next member of the press, please.
Barbara Friedman.
I'll take you after that.
Barbara Friedman from Third Degree.
Yes.
You know, I don't think we were ever implying that the MJC certified pork knowingly. I don't think anybody would suggest that you don't know what is haram and what is halal. I do feel that
Thank you very much.
I mean that.
Thank you very much.
What I do feel has happened is that the checks and balances in the halal certification process possibly haven't been as stringent or as well regulated as they could have been. And this is my question. I understand what you're saying about consignment-based imports, but once those imports of chicken, for example, have arrived at the docks, and possibly the MJC checks that, once it goes into trucks to the Orion Cold Storage plant, it sits in a factory which contains non-halal meat as well. Is that okay? That's one question. Then it goes in trucks, and Orion only has one truck. It goes to customers. Halal meat needs to be in a truck with non-halal meat. Does the truck need to be cleaned properly? These are just questions that the community are asking. I don't think that anyone wanted to attack the MJC originally. I think it was just when we asked, I actually spoke to Sheikh Sadiq in court, and he was happy to do an interview with Deborah I then phoned him a number of times and he didn't reply. I emailed at the end of November saying we would like an interview on the 1st of December. I then phoned and spoke to you. And when we did arrive, it was because we had a deadline. I will disagree that Deborah was rude when she was offered the Friday morning time. I think if she was a man, probably everyone would have said she was firm and assertive. But I understand that that's how people perceive her style. Nevertheless, we then postponed the show once you refused an interview because, and this is the reason, you say you don't know why, because I feel journalistically it was fair to give you another opportunity to explain yourselves. And although I emailed a number of times until the show aired recently, we got no response. So, I mean, my questions are, how do you explain those checks and balances from the point of arrival at the docks, through Orion Cold Storage, into the trucks, out of the trucks, with halal and non-halal products? And also, lastly, that we would like to put on a record that we would still like to agree to a one-on-one interview, and we'd like to know your position on that.
Let me touch on the last one, the one-to-one interview with ETV and with Third Degree will be on the record, and you can convey that to Deborah Peta, that can take place at any time. Under the circumstances that we found ourselves here, virtually under siege for 4 hours. Virtually under siege.
What does under siege mean?
Under siege means that when Deborah Peta was informed that Sheikh Ahmad Sadiq was not available, she then decided to keep the office under siege until she gets hold of Sheikh Ahmad Sadiq.
No, we actually requested an interview with yourself.
And then the request to the President's office must inevitably, understand, take the ethical approach. When somebody lands up at the office and he needs to engage, and therefore my directive and compromise has been, under the circumstances that we find ourselves with Deborah, offer her the opportunity tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, the President of the MJC will give her that interview.
And on Friday morning, she was called and told that you no longer wish to engage further with her on the matter.
No, madam.
Please.
That's good. That is what happened.
Yeah, but the records clearly will indicate that Deborah refused the 10 o'clock interview based on the fact that she said, tomorrow I have to go back to Johannesburg because my daughter is graduating. That is what she said.
Well,
That is what
she had personal.
Nevertheless,
she was still happy to do
the
interview
glad
at the
tidings to
time.
Deborah is that the show and the interview will be granted to her
Thank you.
now that we have all the media and the clarity.